you guys have seen the match. There was a mystery opponent.
Mystery man.
Who attacked CM Punk and helped the Vision win the match. A lot of people are pointing at different names, but I feel like we should discuss who we each initially thought it was.
What's up, Unstoppable Squad? Today we have another wrestling podcast, and look at us, all three of us finally together for a podcast. So yep. I'm Unstoppable Denominator.
I'm Pete.
I'm Vulture.
And welcome to the wrestling podcast, where we have a lot to cover this week.
Yes, we do. We have tons of topics. War Games just happened.
Yep.
And at the time of recording, this is the day after War Games. You guys will be viewing this. When is this going up?
Tuesday.
Tuesday
early morning. Always on Tuesday mornings at 3:30 a.m.
Okay, so you guys are going to be viewing it later in the week. And let's get things rolling.
How was it, you guys together? Without me that 1 week?
Honestly, it was fine, I guess. We missed your unstoppableness. We missed your unstoppable presence. We survived, but it would have gone well if it were the three of us.
Right. Well, I had some monkeys had played around with some lights, and again, I had some monkeys play around with some more lights this week again. But anyways, Unstoppable Squad, let's get into our free.
This is all free, you idiot.
Let's get into our first topic, shall we? So people say that the War Games this year was like shit. The worst pay-per-view ever of the year.
Oh boy, where do I begin? Do you want to take the first? Do you want to take the floor on this? Do you, Unstoppable? Do you agree with the masses?
Kind of do. Yes. At the same time, no. I see where fans are coming from. Like, I don't know about you guys.
I wouldn't. Yeah, go ahead.
So, flat out, War Games was so dog shit, I flat out fell asleep.
Yeah,
that is true. That is true.
I flat out fell asleep because it was that fucking shit.
I was kind of falling asleep myself.
I don't think it was the worst of the year. I think WrestlePalooza was a little worse for me, but this definitely bottom two. I think my biggest problem with them is the War Games matches themselves this year kind of felt flat. It seems like they were building these two matches up, and it took forever to get going. War Games matches that's not anything different from the previous matches, but I felt like in years past it flowed by a bit better than it did this year. If you look at the babyface team in particular for the men, it's the exact same lineup except for Cody Rhodes as last year, because Sami Zayn competed with Roman, the Usos, and CM Punk last year. This year, doing the exact same, it's basically the same team.
But
you just swapped Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn. And honestly, they're both kind of the same level of wrestler too. I think if I had to say which was better, it would have been the women's match, but even that was mid at best for me. I don't know. I think it was easily the worst War Games pay-per-view.
100%.
Yeah. And this is a match I look forward to every year because I love the War Games match. I think it's what wrestling is all about, and I don't know, for whatever reason the biggest two matches of the year fell flat. And another thing is the typical Survivor Series match was on SmackDown. I think you could have easily put that on here.
Definitely.
I think even if it's just the pre-show match or everything, it would be a nod to the matches of the past. I don't know. I just think if I were to change it, I think next year they should bring back the qualifying matches. You can keep the War Games match, but I think if you have the people qualify for them, it would add the level of mystery surrounding it. I don't know, that's just my thought.
What do you think, Vulture?
I'm on his page. It wasn't the best, but it was alright. But it's just they should keep with the qualifying matches.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Especially if they're going to bring back the original Survivor Series. You should put it in the PLE for sure. At least make it one PLE of that. And you know what? I kind of want to bring this up since we are talking about War Games. Where the fuck is the War Games between NXT and the main roster that they teased for NXT and Triple H, Shawn Michaels?
Yeah, I agree. Because for those of you who don't know, I believe we talked about it on this podcast, one of the episodes. They had a thing on NXT. It was Triple H came out and they were teasing a War Games match between Shawn Michaels and Triple H. That really never went anywhere because they never brought it up again.
Yep, and I like how they do that, and they don't actually make it work.
It's got to be a TKO decision.
Well, TKO, you're screwed shit up. You're always screwing shit up. Get rid of TKO, WWE, Triple H, and Nick Khan, or else you're gonna lose your viewership and seats and the people, their butts in the seats. Like we talked about here on this podcast many times.
It feels like many years that we've been talking about that, honestly. But yeah, I completely agree. I think ever since TKO has got involved, it kind of been meh.
Yeah.
Like some things have been okay, but there's a thing that happened on War Games this year that we're gonna get to later that I think was an easy. Like obviously this was a decision that was made from a higher up in the company. That's all I'm gonna get. That's all I'm gonna tease.
Alright.
But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you agree with the masses? Do you think War Games was easily the worst match of 2025, or do you have a different thought on it? Let us know in the comments below. Or have you given up on WWE because their prices are too expensive? That's another topic that we've talked about here, and it seems like more and more people are getting priced out. So are you guys not even paying attention to WWE anymore and you don't really care? Just let us know in the comments.
Before we add anything, did you want to add anything, Vulture?
I'm completely on your guys' side with this.
Okay.
Alright, our next topic, Dolph Ziggler. You guys may know him as Nick Nemeth in TNA. He had a match against Solo Sikoa in the Last Time Is Now tournament. The tournament honestly hasn't been going that well so far, but that's not our topic this time. Ziggler says that he will wrestle until he is 75 years old. Says, I quote, "I work smart, not hard. There is a reason I'm going to be wrestling till I am 75, and it's not because I have to." What do you guys have to say about this?
One, look at Sting. He wrestled on and off, Look at freaking Ric Flair.
Ric Flair's in his 80s, I think.
And he wrestled a couple times, too.
What about you, Vulture?
I don't know, honestly.
We'll say this. In my opinion, Dolph Ziggler is one of the best in the business right now. And I think he's among the best wrestlers of the modern era, not named John Cena, Randy Orton, AJ, and that company. I don't think he's quite there on their level yet, but I do believe Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler, he's one of the best in the business right now. And honestly, more power to him. Like, if he stays in shape enough and he loves what he's doing, like, why stop doing it?
Right.
I mean, age is just a number in wrestling. If he loves wrestling, which he does, which I know he does, and yeah, there's no reason he shouldn't be able to wrestle till he's 75.
He stays healthy.
Hope he stays healthy. Hope he doesn't have any health issues going on, but like bar those events, I think definitely could wrestle till he's 75.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I grew up watching Dolph Ziggler all the way from when he began in WWE all the way up till now, and I honestly see him wrestling all the way up till he's 75. I'm not gonna lie, I see it.
Yeah, I could see it too.
Same. I could see it as well if he stays healthy and don't the injuries career-ending injuries, you know?
I don't think he's had many major injuries that I can remember.
Right.
That's on his side there. He seems to be he seems to be able to take care of himself as long as he does that. You know, he could do this till he's 90 for all we care.
Yeah.
For all we know.
But I want to see, one thing I do want to see is him and his brother in WWE and work together as a team in WWE.
I do too. I think that would be awesome.
That'd be pretty cool.
It'd be the Nemeth brothers.
Or the Ziggler brothers.
The Zigglers.
Ziggler.
You never know. His brother could come up with a different name, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Yep. I think that's all on this topic that we have. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Dolph Ziggler will wrestle till he's 75? Let us know in the comments down below. And did you grow up with Dolph Ziggler watching his matches? Let us all know in the comments down below.
Gable spent several days last week at the Raw Performance Center working toward his in-ring return.
And this is via Pro Wrestling Insider.
Chad Gable, Vulture said he spent several days at the Performance Center.
I think he's probably going to be on his way back working his way back as he's working stronger to get back to work his way back into the El Grande Americano. And I feel like we'll see a faction of El Grande Americanos and stuff.
Could see that.
He could be the leader. You never know. Maybe Kaiser is the behind the one.
I could see that.
Could kick Chad Gable out.
Yeah. That's also very good possibility. To me, Chad Gable, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with him. Like, me, I think Chad Gable was at his best when he was in NXT, and he's just another name that you added to the list of guys who really, I mean, not to say that Chad Gable hasn't done anything of note on the main roster. I mean, you had the whole Otis storyline with the Creed brothers, like, from last year. Like, that was interesting until it ran its course. But I think he works better as a babyface for me personally. Him as a heel, he's good. He's good at making me hate him, so I guess he's good at by that definition, he's a good heel. But for me, I think he's better as a babyface. I can't really take him seriously as a heel.
I just really didn't like the fact that WWE changed his name to Shorty G. What the hell?
He's like 5 foot. He's like 5'10", I think.
Right, and you're gonna change. Okay, so I'm 5'6". So am I Shorty Unstoppable?
I know, right? Like, you're 5'6". Like,
okay, so I'm Shorty Unstoppable. Okay, makes sense. Vince McMahon.
No, you're Shorty U. And Gable is. No, actually, you'd be Shorty D. It would be Shorty D.
Shorty Dick. I had to bring that up.
I know. What about you, Vulture? Do you have anything to say on Chad Gable?
He's better off being a babyface than a heel because no one takes him serious as a heel. He just acts the same way either way.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, just the character doesn't work. And I love how like the one interesting like heel gimmick he had, like, I'm talking his entire run as a heel. Like, the El Grande Americano thing with Gable, it was working. But then Ludwig Kaiser kind of stole it from him.
Right.
I don't know, maybe there's a feud, or maybe there's a faction brewing there.
Actually, can't tell you the truth. They had to fill in the spot because Chad Gable was out hurt.
Yeah, I get that, but it's just funny that his best gimmick is currently being used by another person.
Yeah, well,
it's almost like WWE isn't taking him seriously. If they can just throw the El Grande Americano name onto anybody, it almost feels like the company doesn't take him serious. I don't know, that's just us. What do you have anything to add, Unstoppable?
Not that I know of. How about you, Vulture?
Not that I know of.
What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. And moving on to our next
topic. Alright, so Stephanie McMahon says her and Triple H's oldest daughter, Aurora Levsque, wants to take over running WWE. Aurora said, "Mom, I don't want your job. Dad, I don't want your job. I want Pop's job, aka Vince McMahon's. So she wanted to be the boss from the get-go. She was on the road with me since she was born, and I'd wheel her into the arena on my briefcase. I mean, she would come to the production meeting. Stephanie McMahon via what is your story?
All right.
So yeah, that would have been interesting to see where she would tuck that job.
Aurora definitely, this is hilarious personally, but I also think, much like, I think we discussed it on our podcast earlier about Rey Mysterio's daughter wanting to get into wrestling. Like, I can actually realistically see this with Triple H's daughter, because it just makes sense. It makes sense if you grow up in the business and you're around it long enough, that interest has to be there. Like, it just breeds naturally. So I think her running WWE would be kind of interesting, and I'd like to see how that would go down. If I'm alive to see it, I'd like to see how that would go down. How about you, Vulture?
I'd like to see that go down too.
All right, what? Unstoppable? Oh yeah, you already said that. So what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments section below. Topic is Lil Cena and Little Stu on Monday Night Raw.
To be honest with you, I think WWE was trying to, you know how they did that in the past, like brought like little people in the past to act like Little Booker T and Little Kane and other...
Yeah, like Hornswoggle and stuff. I actually thought it was Hornswoggle at first.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't
but
Hornswoggle.
I don't know, it kind of looked, obviously wasn't John Cena, but it was just funny.
I'll tell you this, they had like they had Little Stu as the camera guy, and then they had Stu as the original camera guy, and then they had a guy filming all two of them.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's kind of like a fourth wall break.
It's like, why so many camera people recording?
No, I get you.
The guy who portrayed as John Cena was Psycho from Micro Mini Wrestling.
Oh.
They are a small wrestling company for
dwarf.
I wouldn't use that as the...
No, it's little... I think dwarf is better. I'm not sure. Let us know in the comments. I'm not
sure myself, but I believe
think little people is offensive.
Yeah.
Or if it's calling them a different name. I forgot what it's called. Know that Logan Paul had a dwarf on his podcast.
I called them Little Man.
So they were calling him Dwarf. So
that's interesting. I wasn't aware of that myself.
Let us know in the comments before we get canceled, because we don't want to be like, hey, we didn't know.
Let us know in the comments down
Lesnar
below.
Falls, Bronson Reed reveals what happened backstage after Brock Lesnar hilariously fell during his entrance on Raw. Quote unquote. Everyone was quite chill about it. I think Brock himself said it. He walked through the curtains and he slapped on everything. Drew said in his entrance he almost slipped. So I don't know if someone had wet their hair or some oil or something was out on that entranceway. If that was someone else and they slipped, they'd probably fall on their ass and that'd be it. But because it's Brock Lesnar, he almost rolled back and got straight back on his feet, took his cowboy hat off, and you knew it was bad news for everyone. Bronson Reed via no contest wrestling.
What are your thoughts on this?
I honestly think that Brock got pretty quick, and I honestly wonder if it was water or someone just spilled something there.
I think it could have been a lot of different things, honestly. Yeah. But that is a funny story to tell your children though. Once your career is over. Back when I was wrestling, this happened. It's definitely an interesting story.
To me, when I saw that, I was laughing my ass off so hard, and I couldn't even watch it on live that night. I had to work that night, and so I got home and watched it. Even though, yes, I saw bits and parts of things on Facebook and everything, but I had to watch it. I didn't want to be like, yeah, thanks to Facebook, spoiled it for me. But you know what? I had to watch it myself.
It's absolutely hilarious. You know what reading through this, who they are as people when you read this. Like, they're not all Drew and Brock Lesnar are heels on screen, but reading something like this almost feels like there's a bit of a human element there, and they actually can banter back and forth with each other. That's pretty interesting. And like I said, it's a good story for them to tell their kids. Anything else you guys want to add, or
not that I know of?
What do you guys feel about? Let us know in the comments section down below.
We have Jessica Carr versus Becky Lynch. Possibility, maybe at Royal Rumble or WrestleMania. I think we could see it at WrestleMania.
I think WrestleMania for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. This has a lot of meat that you could go with this.
But the same thing with Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch says there used to be a male talent on the WWE main roster who would blacklist female talent if they didn't sleep with him. I wonder who that would be. I'm not gonna name names, but there was a guy on the main roster who it was like, be careful because he'll try to sleep with you. If he sleeps with you, then he'll blacklist you. And then if he tries to sleep with you and you don't sleep with him, he'll also blacklist you. Jeez Louise.
Jesus Christ.
So there was this line that you had to walk this tight rope. At one point, he got my number, and I remember being like, how do you walk this line of like not trying to, you get into a relationship and things go south, they're not going to fire this guy. They're also always going to fire the girl. So it was a very scary, precautious thing. Via something burning with Bert Cashier. Man, that is messed up.
Louise.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Like, you're gonna fire the girl.
So messed up.
You're gonna fire the girl and not fire the guy. That is totally 100% fucked up.
Yeah, that's insanely fucked up.
Like, you should be fired. Oh, well, if he blacklists me, get it over it. Let him blacklist you. Get rid of him.
Like, okay. Vulture, do you want to add anything before I go into this?
You got it.
Okay. This totally feels... I'm not going to accuse anyone of saying this, but I think I have an idea of which individual this is. I'm just going to say this. This goes for not just like work environments, but for, all different situations, whether it be friendship, relationship, or anything. If someone warns you that this is going to happen, number one, this is legit. Number one, whatever they're about to tell you has happened before. And number two, and most importantly, if you find out that whoever this individual is he's currently working for the same company that you are, number one, go straight up to the person's face and say, I don't want you anywhere fucking near me. We may work in the same company, but you have no right to be around me.
Then I'm gonna blacklist you.
And if you want to blacklist me, get over it. This is 100% on the male individual here. And if you as a boss are going to try and fire the girl in this situation, then I mean that has a lawsuit like all over it.
Definitely.
Because the boss is essentially protecting an individual who likes to portray in the sexual assault.
That guy should be
that guy should be fired
and arrested,
and indicted on whatever charges are applicable, and he should never be hired back into my company, because I wouldn't want this individual around my workers.
Yeah, and if he does it in any wrestling business, definitely would have to tell any fucking wrestling business to watch out for this guy.
Oh, absolutely. A person like this definitely should not be working in an industry where there are men and women coexisting, and professional wrestling is one of those fields. And yeah, I just think this is insane. I certainly wouldn't tolerate this behavior at all.
No. And the thing is, if it ever happened in our work areas, that person would definitely be fired.
Oh, absolutely. 1,000% and arrested.
Even if they said to the boss, oh, you can't fire me or else I will sue your ass. Okay, good. Sue my ass. Guess what? You're fired.
Yeah.
You tell me to fire that girl? Guess what? I'm the boss. Sue me and I will tell the fucking court what you're doing.
Oh, and I'll go a step further, and you brought this up. If this individual does stuff like that and is getting away with it and wants a job elsewhere, you should, even if it's your direct competition, like WWE to AEW, even if it's like a direct competition there, I feel like there should be some talks between the people in power about a person like this. And this person should be blacklisted from both companies. That's my thoughts on this.
What do you feel, Vulture?
This is one of those kind of subjects that I don't mess with.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
It's just, it gets too messed up. Like, that's just out of my...
I know people who have been victims of behavior like this, and I know someone out there might be going through something similar. If you are, you're not alone. Man, people are assholes.
Yeah.
And definitely, like, get a good lawyer, get whatever you have to do to get yourself out of there.
Who knows if this guy is still with the company or not?
I have a pretty good idea of who it is, but I'm not going to say on recording.
Let us know in the comments below if you had the same situation happen in your company or in your work environment or anywhere. Let us know. We would like to know your story.
And you're not alone. If it's you who's a victim of this, you're not alone. People will be there to hear your story.
Yeah,
and
even if
you leave it in our comments, we'll be there. And
even if you have to look, I'm on all social medias. DM me. I will definitely DM right back. It might take me a day because it takes me to go back on Twitter, aka X, and I don't much go on Instagram much. But if I see a notification that you sent me a message, go ahead, send me a message. We can talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I talk to my fans in the comments every time. Me and Immortal Spades always talk to our fans in the comments when we did GTS Wrestling. But yeah.
Yeah. I think that's it.
So
our next topic is Penta injury was not scripted. Solo was not happy how it ended, but Solo was supposed to win anyway.
Yep.
And I'm thinking this was the match on Raw, right?
Yes.
All right. I did see this. I get, like, on one hand, I understand Solo's point of view. Like, obviously, you want to win the match,
right?
You don't want to have it count out or DQ'd because it would feel like you didn't win it. So I understand that mindset. On the other hand, like, Penta, I hope Penta is not, like, too serious. I mean, it's wrestling, injuries are bound to happen, but I just hope Penta is not seriously hurt because he's an amazing talent, and I wish a speedy recovery for him.
Yeah,
he's kind of taken the world by storm in WWE since he debuted. I'm actually shocked at how well they have been utilizing him.
I don't know if you guys noticed that AAA just got the Lucha Brothers back together.
I did see that. So that's why I'm hoping this isn't like a long-term injury, because even I would tune in to see that.
Right.
The must-watch element is there. Anytime the Lucha Brothers are involved, they're an amazing tag team, and I would definitely tune in to check that out.
Yeah, me too.
Your thought, Vulture?
I hope Penta has a speedy recovery, and hopefully they come to the main roster's team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope. Isn't it kind of weird that, I don't know, it feels like they've been using Penta right, but it also feels like Rey Fenix is just like not getting any time.
Right, yeah. And
Like-
he had like a wrestling partner, and then he left the company because of contract, and also not just that, what he was doing, Andrade.
Okay. But it just, I don't know. I feel like they should, in the whenever the WWE draft occurs, I feel like those two should be on the same brand and reform their team.
Right.
It would just be the best, like, of both worlds.
Yeah.
Because, they're don't get me wrong, they're amazing individual wrestlers, but, like, I really want to see the Lucha Brothers on WWE.
Yeah.
It was like the same thing how I, wanted to see the Balor Club. Like, you had everyone from the Bullet Club together.
Mm-hmm.
You had Finn Balor, AJ, you had brothers,
Carl
Carl Anderson
and Luke Gallows.
Yeah, you had those guys.
Good
You
brothers.
formed them into the Balor Club. Balor Club is the fans. Screw that.
Oh, and they had Cody Rhodes, too.
Yeah, but he wasn't part. Oh, yeah, kind of was.
Yeah, he was.
I remember, yeah, he was.
They had Cody Rhodes. Like, as of 2 years ago, they were all in the same company together. Like, they could have easily done something there with them all. They easily could have done something like that. That's why I hope that the Lucha Brothers come into the company as a team, like, because they're good individuals, but they're such an amazing tag team together that they help both of each other become even better, in my opinion.
Right.
Speedy recovery and well wishes to Penta. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below.
A fan brought a sign saying it's their last show thanks to TKO.
I don't think I've seen this, but
I seen it. Even my coworker's seen it. So,
but I mean, this goes. I mean, Unstoppable, Vulture, and myself have been we've talked to the nth year about how much TKO has been increasing all the prices, and some fans have been priced out, yada yada yada. So I'm not gonna bring that up. I'm not gonna bring too much of that up again. However, I will say this should be, assuming that this fan, it says it's their last show, so obviously they've been, I mean, it could be a one and done kind of thing, but most likely this is not their first show. Like, it could be a one and done. Maybe they just wanted to see John Cena for the final time, and they got their wish and stuff. But
it was a sign saying thanks to TKO, meaning
TKO's price increase. Yeah, they're getting priced out, which is why I'm not going to bring much of that up here. But
and if you guys want to hear our previous podcast episodes, we've talked about this multiple times in the beginning of where we started the podcast with Pistol Pete and I before we got Vulture involved.
But I will say this, I mean, obviously there's going to become a time where not everybody can afford everything.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to pick and choose. If you really want to keep up with wrestling, you're obviously going to have to make some cuts elsewhere in order to keep affording this. But obviously the shows are extremely expensive now for no reason. It seemed to double/triple in profits since TKO took over, and I just think something's got to change before they start losing the hardcore audience, because I have previously said, and I will stand by it. Like, the one thing you as a wrestling company do not want to do, screw the business side of things for a minute. The one thing you don't want to do as a company in this industry is price out the hardcore audience. If this person was a local fan who went to a bunch of different shows, and he noticed he obviously made this statement, so he's done after this.
Yeah.
After whenever that was. But I guess what I'm trying to get at is, if this is a hardcore fan and he has a lot of friends that are also hardcore fans, they could be in some really deep shit over this.
Yep.
They really could be. And I would not be surprised if AEW is getting a surplus of fans hopping over to the other company because it's cheaper. It's more affordable over there. I give it shit on this podcast from time to time, but I don't hate the company. I want it to succeed. And when their main rival is starting to price people out, that's more money for other companies. I don't know, Vulture, what do you think?
I'm on the same side with you. I just think that they are upping the prices too much. Honestly.
For sure.
Like I said, we talked about this.
Yeah, we talked about it multiple times, so I wanted to keep it very, very brief.
So you know where I stand.
Yeah, I do. Like, we'll probably link that section.
Actually, I would, but I don't remember what.
Oh yeah, duh. Okay,
so
you might have to edit this out.
But guys, like I said earlier, if you want to listen to where we talked about this, go to our beginning of our.
Yeah, it'll be in the previous podcast episode. I think it was like our first or second. I can't remember which one.
It was a couple episodes we did it too in each episode.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments below, where do you stand? I'm sure a bunch of you agree with the fan, and likely so. Let us know in the comments section down below. What do you guys?
Ellen Henley wins the Speed Championship. Congrats to her on NXT, but they do it with all these stupid little belts now. Mm-hmm. Like they did with the 24/7 championship. They did the whatever else on NXT championships. They got rid of them.
Remember the Greatest Royal Rumble championship?
Yeah, but I'm talking about like. Yeah.
I know, but it still falls in. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, when, like, I get the marketing aspect from side of things, like you want to keep the gimmick to X. I think the Speed thing is on X. I could
not anymore. It's now on.
Not?
No, it's now on NXT.
Okay. Well, even still, okay. So I think the Speed champ. I've never seen an episode. I'll be completely honest. I have no idea what this is. I'm pretty sure the gimmick is you gotta win in a specific amount of time.
Yes, 5 minutes. And
5 minutes.
And to be honest with you, they had to go overtime. They did like the 5 minutes went over, and they had to have a winner. I think it's time to get rid of the Speed. Like, yeah. You know what I thought Speed Championship was going to be brought? It's like, high-flying moves and how quick they are. But no, 5 minutes is like the time limit is like 5 minutes. That's the speed, how much you can go into the match.
Yeah,
that's kind of stupid. I want to, like, fast-paced match, like non-stop moves, no breaks and shit. Not that kind
of... All gas, no breaks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I completely agree with Unstoppable here. Like, I feel like this is too gimmicky. Like, yeah. I get that they want to try something new, and I respect it, but no, sometimes you could try something, but that doesn't make it a good idea at the same time, and I feel like the Speed Championship is that. I think if you just called it the NXT Speed Championship, or like the NXT like CW Championship, or something like that, I'm pretty sure like people would view it the same way.
Right. When I was doing my wrestling video games, right, where you could create belts and stuff, I made like a WWE TV belt. Why can't they just call it the WWE TV Championship?
Yeah, exactly. I don't get it.
What do you think, Vulture?
I don't understand why they do it either. Like, why not just make the belt for TV?
Right. And what do you think? Should they keep the name as Speed when they go a little over it?
No.
It's
Oh,
not
so you
even...
think they should? Do you think they should scrap it entirely, or do you think they could change the name?
Change it back to the cruiserweight division.
Okay.
To me, I think the Speed is kind of stupid, like I said in the beginning, where it ain't Speed. It's not like all gas, no brakes. Come on.
Yeah. Like all gas, no brakes.
That's the Speed right there. All gas, no brakes. The time limit, come on.
Yeah, like
that's calling. Oh, this needs to be a 5-minute match. Why didn't you just name it as a 5-minute match belt?
Yeah, like I guess Speed rolls off the tongue. I don't know. I just feel like this whole I think there's too many championships. To be perfectly honest,
we talked about it last week or a couple weeks ago as well. That there's too many belts in AEW. Yep. They're getting rid of them, and then they bring up another one.
No, like they dropped the name Inter. Like if you guys don't know, like the international, they had a belt. It was the AEW International Championship, and they scrapped it to form a different belt, and now they have a championship called the National Championship. So they just dropped the prefix Inter. Like this, I just think it's so stupid. Like, they could obviously scrap this entire thing and make it a different name and nobody would care. Alright, but that's enough rambling from us. What do you guys think? Do you like the Speed Championship? Do you not? Let us know in the comments down below. Lee wins TNA Knockouts Championship. She was previously in NXT under the name Xia Li, and I've seen a little bit of her matches on TNA. She's a great athlete, and I'm happy that she won the belt, honestly. This is a good thing for her.
Now it's back under a TNA roster member.
Yep. Yeah, because they took it off of Bonnie Jordan.
Yeah, I think it's the TNA partnership with WWE is coming to an end very soon.
Yeah.
Maybe. They probably realized what WWE was trying to do. And it's like, oh no, we're not going to let you guys take our titles.
They're not even letting them take NXT.
I know. They are. I mean, they did with the Hardys, but then they immediately dropped them the next week to the Dark State, which they beat. What are you guys doing? And then you got people like Joe Hendry coming over to NXT permanently now. He signed as a WWE superstar. I mean, obviously you have Nick Nemeth and Matt Cardona. Honestly, like, I'm with you. I think the TNA partnership is probably most likely ending. What do you think, Vulture?
Yeah, I'm on your side, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree.
Your side and his.
I agree. Do you think, are you happy for Laylee winning?
Yeah, I'm very happy for winning the Knockout Championship.
Do you think that TNA NXT thing is coming to an end?
Yeah, soon. I'm not gonna lie, soon it might be coming to an end.
What do you guys think? Do you think the NXT TNA thing is coming to an end? Are you happy for Laylee winning her first title? Let us know in the comments down below.
Was accepted and, to be introduced into the WWE Hall of Fame of 2026.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought Batista was already...
That's what I thought.
I thought Batista was already a Hall of Famer. Was it just as a faction?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure he was inducted, like, when he retired.
I don't know.
No, because of COVID.
Oh, okay.
Batista has not yet been inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, despite being announced for 2020 class because of repeated schedule conflict.
Oh, he was
mainly due to his film career.
Movies, yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I thought I saw that. I thought I saw he was announced. That's kind of weird that they just took it back. I mean, Batista's a legend. He definitely deserves his place in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Why he wasn't inducted is because he agreed to be inducted, and the ceremony was planned for Los Angeles, but he was filming in South Africa and had to postpone. The induction was further delayed, with the most recent reports indicating as a busy film schedule kept him from the 2023 ceremony. Despite these setbacks, Batista still wants to be inducted.
Okay. Yeah, he definitely deserves his spot in the Hall of Fame. Because Batista is one of the best. I definitely agree with this. And that's interesting. Because I thought for sure he was inducted already, but I guess it makes sense. He was very busy at the time.
And plus in COVID too, so
yeah, and COVID that delayed things further, I could imagine. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for him. What about you, Vulture?
Same.
What do you guys think? It looks like Batista is going to be in the Hall of Fame. Let us know in the comments down below.
Actually, you know what? I want to actually mention something. Do you feel like he's going to? Have one last run in WWE by next year?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Alright, so Chris Jericho is expected to return to WWE in early 2026, with major plans behind the scenes. The current expectations is that Jericho will come back for one final run with the company before transitioning into a retirement storyline. This would ultimately lead to his long-awaited introduction into the WWE Hall of Fame, which has reportedly been something in the works internally surrounding his return to the company for some time. So before we go ahead and talk about this, right, there was a fan I saw on Facebook says Chris Jericho's not coming back. Actually he is coming back. He's been teasing it on TikTok, and also it's been rumored that for months that he was coming back to WWE, and he wants to come back to WWE.
And his contract, Tony Khan I believe Tony Khan already made a statement that said Chris Jericho is welcome back at AEW anytime he wants after that.
Right. And
what that tells me is that he is at least not going back to AEW anytime soon once his contract expires, whether he goes to WWE or not. And I do believe we will see Chris Jericho in the Royal Rumble. I think Chris Jericho will be a surprise entrance in the Royal Rumble. Putting the air quotes because we're all expecting it, so it's not really a surprise.
All right, and also on top of that, with that fan saying, "Oh, he hates WWE." No, he doesn't. He didn't hate WWE. The reason why he left is probably because of Vince and where he wanted to go wrestle somewhere else.
Yeah, he probably didn't like what Vince was giving him, so he went to the next place where he could build himself up, much like Cody Rhodes did with AEW, and much like Drew McIntyre did on the Indies, and then came back to WWE. Yeah. And I definitely this happens all the time, with wrestlers, and it's funny. You and I discussed yesterday about my favorite wrestlers of all time and who my favorite wrestler is.
Who is your favorite wrestler of all time?
The Undertaker.
Why?
He's just, when I was a kid, he was the coolest character on screen.
Yeah, right.
For me, and I'm a kid, so I don't view these people as humans. I viewed them as characters, and I don't know, there was something about the way the dead man walked into the ring, and the goosebumps I would get when the gong was coming. It felt like, oh, something's about to happen right now.
Yeah.
And obviously he's retired now, but yeah, The Undertaker was always my favorite wrestler since I was a kid.
Who's your current favorite wrestler right now?
My current favorite? So, The Undertaker was my favorite of all time. My current favorite? I kind of have to say it. My current favorite wrestler is Finn Balor for the same reason as how he made me fall in love with wrestling again. Like watching the Demon on NXT. Like I can't get those memories out of me, and they're probably gonna stay with me till I'm like 80. If it weren't for the Demon, and I feel like that's why the Demon became my favorite, because he reminded me of Undertaker. Even though they're completely different sized people, but the character is similar, and obviously he hasn't done well on the main roster,
right?
Since he got hurt. But if it's not Finn Balor, then Randy Orton is also another favorite of mine. Then John Cena. But John Cena's never been my favorite wrestler, though. But Chris Jericho is like a very, very, very close second. I've always been a fan of Chris Jericho. I think he's one of the greatest to ever do it, and I'm excited to see him back. And he definitely deserves to be champion at least one more time. And all of that, and maybe in 2027, maybe we'll see a one final year like John Cena had.
Yeah.
Maybe. What do you think, Vulture?
I'm on your side with this topic. Honestly, what have you been saying? It makes complete sense about what's going on.
Yeah, I definitely believe that Chris Jericho is at least coming back WWE in the next year. I think he's going to be in the Royal Rumble. What about you, Unstoppable?
I see it happening, and like I said, he's going to be yesterday off camera when we were watching it. He's going to be he's probably going to be a surprise entry, which we all know he's going to be there.
Yeah, we're going to hear Judas or Break the Wall Down.
Break the Wall Down is what we're going to hear.
Yeah, but it's like, he's gonna be there. But yeah, what do you guys think? Are you guys fans of Chris Jericho? Are you is he coming back? Will we see him in the Royal Rumble? Let us all know in the comments down below.
Returns and helps Dom win. So what does this mean for Judgment Day?
Want to take the floor?
I feel like they're going to try and become on top, but it's not going to work.
So do you think this could lead to a Judgment Day breakup?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like, okay, so my speculation is that since she helped Dominic win, I feel like there's going to be speculations coming in between the Judgment Day clubhouse where, Roxanne's going to be like, oh, hey, and then they're going to fight, and, it's going to lead into a fight in the clubhouse or fight in the ring or whatever, Eventually, that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, I feel like Judgment Day is coming to an end very soon where they should... To be honest with you, I'm shocked. There was rumors saying that she was supposed to be there to actually help Dominic win. It was rumored all week about it.
And it happened.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm happy to see Liv back. I think she was an important character for a while before she got hurt. And her and Dom are just so good together as a pairing. I just think, and Dominic Mysterio has himself, to his own right, he's also increased his level of talents too, and I definitely feel I am happy to see what they have in store for us. I think the Judgment Day is going to break up by the end of probably WrestleMania. I think at WrestleMania they might break up, honestly.
Vulture, you think they're going to eventually break up?
Yeah, I think they're going to end up breaking up soon.
Judgment Day, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought she was coming back as a babyface and her and Dom were going to rebel against the Judgment Day. Or maybe she would come back as a babyface and slap Dom for hanging out with Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez.
Maybe.
But obviously she went back with Dom, and that's cool.
She might slap Raquel for teaming with Roxanne.
Maybe. Yeah, probably. That's going to be interesting to see how she views Roxanne Perez after all of this.
Well, we'll find out on Raw tomorrow night. So, as you guys are watching this, it's already happened, especially the next top subject we're about to be talking about. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where the Judgment Day leads in the next few, where it goes.
Yep.
in the future.
What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below what you feel about Liv Morgan and Dom. All right. Our final topic of the...
Sorry.
As Unstoppable is almost dying over here and pass out on camera. War Games matches slash who the mystery opponent was.
Opponent, you mean Mystery Man?
Same thing.
No, it's not.
Thing. We even have it. Mystery opponent attacks Punk.
Nice going.
Oops, I might have said Mystery Man.
Okay, the War Games matches and the Mystery Man, who the identification of the Mystery Man is. Okay, first of all, let's talk about the War Games matches. We went in brief before, like, what we thought of the thing overall, but let's dive into the actual matches for a second. Vulture, I'll start with you. What did you think of each War Games match?
Certain one... Well, the first one was alright. Second one,
Because he fell asleep.
Because he fell asleep, yeah. Right.
It was getting
You
boring.
didn't see any of it.
It was getting so boring.
Yeah, you fell asleep right
You
there.
were gone, bro.
I got to the girls' match. It was the Stephanie Valkyrie one.
Yep.
And I just...
After that, you passed.
It got way too boring.
But I want to say is Io Sky with that swanton bomb off the top of the cage with the trash can on her head, on her body and everything. Mm-hmm. That was wicked awesome.
Yeah, it's a Io Sky staple at War Games. It's become, because for the past few years, she's done that same thing.
Right. And I think WWE, every time when they do War Games, I feel like they should have Io Sky in it every year.
And you know what? I think that's why obviously Io Sky couldn't compete in the men's War Games match, but
yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of high flyers that they could have used.
Oh, 100%.
Like you had Montez Ford, you have like Kofi Kingston, The New Day. No, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods. You could have found somebody.
You could have had like a surprise entrance.
Rey Mysterio even. Dominic.
They could have had freaking Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy, yeah.
Amazing.
That is true. They could have.
Then if what did happen and you fell asleep, I'd be like, hey, wake up.
Yeah, that would have woken me up.
This is why I think my biggest issue with the current format is that I think the women's match was fine. I thought that whole story it felt like they had a plan for it, and that's why I felt it was the better match personally. The men's match, there's only so much you can do with the same guys. I feel like for next year, and I said this at the first topic, and I'll say it again here. What they need to do is they need the qualifying matches back. Keep the War Games match, right?
Yeah.
You can have the War Games match for the men and the women. But, have different people fight for a spot in it.
Right.
And that way you're less likely to have the same group of guys. And even if it is the same group of people at the end, I don't know. At least there would be some element of surprise. You know what I mean? I feel like having the same people pick the same guys every year, it removes that element that initially made the War Games match interesting as to who was going to compete. And I'm sorry, as much as I love Roman Reigns and the Usos and Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, I can't lie, it was kind of boring. As much as I like all the people that were involved on the heel side, you have the Vision. There's clearly a story building there. With the baby faces, a match can't feel that boring. And the people who you should be rooting for, the baby faces, should feel like people who aren't just given those spots, but actually earned their way into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think definitely aside from one thing, which we're going to get into in a second. Aside from that, it felt like the entire thing was boring, but even that was mid at best. You guys have seen the match. There was a mystery opponent.
Mystery Man.
Who attacked the who attacked CM Punk and helped the Vision win the match. A lot of people are pointing at different names, but I feel like we should discuss who we each initially thought it was.
I first said it was Randy Orton because the way how it looked like his build, and we haven't seen him in a while. But when it came to the curb stomp and the super kick, the only person that I kind of know that does the curb stomp but not the super kick is Seth Rollins.
And I wasn't like I was in alignment with Unstoppable initially. I initially did think it was Randy. However, I knew that they threw the stomp in there, not because it was Seth Rollins, but because it was an element to make us all think it was Seth Rollins when it really was not. That was my theory running into it. You talked about the build. I'm sorry. For me, watching it, and this is I have two reasons why I didn't think it was Seth. Number one, and most importantly, the build. I think the guy was a little thicker and a little taller than Seth, personally, but that's just me. And probably the biggest reason is I feel like Seth Rollins is the type of person, especially when it involves him getting his hands or feet on CM Punk. I feel like he would be such a level of narcissist that he would want us to see his face while he does it.
Yeah.
And I don't think there was any need to hide it, especially if you go and run back Seth versus CM Punk. Like, why would you want to hide Seth Rollins there? It just wouldn't make sense. And of course, the Vision also turned on him on Monday Night Raw. Yes, the injury forced him to do so early, but like, what? And another thing, like, why would Seth Rollins help the people that took him out?
I know why. To make it look like they threw him out just to throw us off.
That could have been a possibility. Not gonna lie, I didn't think about that. So I knew for a fact it wasn't Seth Rollins. Vulture, I knew you were asleep, but did you see this on YouTube or whatever?
I saw a clip of it this morning, and there's too many people that I think that could be. I keep saying Moxley, but I'm starting to doubt it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got the height down, it's got the belt down. That's the issue.
Okay.
Jericho. I don't know if we end up seeing, what's his name?
Austin Theory?
Yeah, him again, because he's been out for a while.
Yeah.
And
he's no longer with Grayson Waller either.
Yeah, and Grayson Waller is now with the New Day. So there are also speculations that it could be someone from NXT that we don't even know.
True. Could be someone like Ethan Page or like Trick Williams, because Lash Legend was there. So
I don't think it's Trick Williams, because I think Trick Williams is a little taller than that guy.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But I think like Tony D'Angelo, maybe?
No. Tony is bigger. He's wider than that guy.
But like Ethan Page, maybe?
I don't know.
The most likely candidate people are pointing it's Austin Theory, who is really behind the mask. I believe there is a report from Fightful Select that it is Austin Theory.
And did you see the press conference where Paul Heyman goes, I don't know who the man is behind the mask?
I did not see that, but that's hilarious. I might have to get on that.
He kept saying it multiple times. Like,
did he get mad when people said?
I don't know. He said that multiple times. Like, they said something about maybe Logan Paul, and then he goes, I don't know anyone behind a mask.
That's hilarious to me. I don't know why I find that funny, but I do. I don't know who the man behind the mask is. Why do you keep asking me that? I don't know. Maybe because it's you who writes the storyline. I don't know. But yeah, the reports are saying it is going to be Austin Theory, and that he is going to be the member of
As right now, as you guys are probably finishing watching this, you guys already know who it is, but we don't know because you guys already know because it's Tuesday morning or Tuesday, whatever time you guys are listening or watching this. You already guys know because it happened on Monday Night Raw. Who knows?
We are filming this the night before Monday Night Raw is scheduled to air. So at time of recording is 7:18 on Sunday, November 30th. There's about 25 hours till the show kicks off. 25 hours till the show kicks off. So I don't know whoever it is, but by the time this is going, because he attacked CM Punk, so my thing is that he's going to be on Monday Night Raw, and we'll find out then who it is. I am leaning towards Austin Theory right now. Right now I am. Especially, I know it's not Randy Orton because I asked my brother, who's like literally the biggest Randy Orton fan I know, and I feel like if anybody could recognize Randy Orton's build, even if he's wearing all black and a mask, it would be him. So
and if it was Randy Orton, I don't think he would be attacking CM Punk.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
It would have attacked Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, 100%. Like there's more of a story with him and Cody because like Randy got him into the business, and so I definitely could see something with him turning heel on Cody and them having a match down the road. Maybe that's the WrestleMania plan that they have. Who knows? But as of right now, I am leaning towards Austin.
What do you think, Vulture? Where are you leaning towards this?
I'm also leaning towards Austin Theory because the guy did not have the build of Randy Orton.
Okay.
But I could really see it being Austin Theory.
A bunch of people are very weird because especially on Facebook, when I was looking through the comments section, like a lot of people are looking at the bicep and tricep area of the man in all black, and it's like, bro, people are just. I saw one comment say that the tricep like sticking out of the hoodie is iconic or whatever. It's like, bro, it's not that deep. It's just a wrestling match.
Right.
That's a little bit too much on my thing, but right now I think be anyone, but I'm leaning towards Austin Theory.
And right now I can tell you this right now, how we gonna reveal this mystery man is that we will probably see a fight break out and the mystery man comes out and attacks them.
What about this? Was the mystery man the one who attacked Jacob Fatu?
Maybe.
Could they bring that into this? I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking of potential story ideas. I don't know. I don't know who it is, but reports are saying it's Austin Theory, but it could be anyone right now. Because I've definitely seen some instances over the years where people report things and then it just never comes to fruition. It's somebody else entirely. Right now, I think I am leaning towards Austin Theory.
All
right. What do you guys think, though? Do you believe it's Austin Theory? Do you think it's Seth? Do you think it's whoever you think it is? Let us know in the comments. And
say who do you think it is before you even say who it actually is. Before because we want to know what you guys thought first before because you guys already seen it, already happened, who it is.
Yeah, who did you think it was before, and then where are you standing on it now?
We will be explaining about it next week on next week's podcast, what we thought and who we thought it was, and still in our reactions to it. It probably will be definitely recording my reaction for it. So
that would be cool. All right. I think that does it, honestly.
Anything you want to add, Vulture? Nothing towards anything?
You think it's Austin Theory?
I honestly think it's Austin Theory the most out of it because it just seems like it.
That about does it for tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in.
4 things are free. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
I am Pistol Pete.
I'm Vulture.
And I'm Unstoppable Denominator.
And we are out.
Peace.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Skiz here, and if you don't subscribe to the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.